नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I'm JVN Dr. Lily Trivedi, and today I'm going to take the lecture of BSCBED-ZBC fourth semester, and the course is Anatomy, Ecology and Evolution. And the session today is Biodiversity Conservation Efforts, Red Data Book, and World Conservation Union or WCU. Now, what are the conservation measures for biodiversity? Now, this is the Ministry of Environment and Forest have established the state governments to look into the forest and wildlife. There are many government and non-government organizations which help in this work. The aim and objective are the protection of natural habitat, maintenance of viable number of species, establishment of biosphere reserve, and protection through legislation laws. Now we have the laws which are governing the Biodiversity Conservation Act. We have the All India Elephant Preservation Act, the Indian Fisheries Act, the Indian Forest Act, the Bombay Wild Animal and Wild Birds Protection Act, and so on. Now for the Conservation of Forest and National Ecosystem Act 1994, there are in situ and ex situ measures for conservation of biodiversity. Now what are the in situ measures for conservation of biodiversity? In situ means to conserve the plant and animals in their native ecosystem or natural habitat. Even a man-made ecosystem can be there. So in this concept, we have the national parks, the sanctuaries, and the biosphere reserves. For the ex situ conservation, it is the conservation of plant and animals away from their natural habitats, which includes collection of samples of genetic diversity and their treatment in the laboratory where they are cultured. In this concept, the gene banks are the major source. We also have the botanical garden, the zoo, etc. Now we have the institutions under ex situ conservation of biodiversity. They are National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources or NBPGR. It was established in 1976 by the ICR New Delhi and is a source of plant genetic resources of agri-horticulture and agri-silviculture activities. In relation to it, there are also related Rice Research Institute, Potato Research Institute, etc. The second institute is NBAGR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Research, established in 1980 in Kamal, Punjab. It is the Karnal, Punjab. It is the preservation of germless and improved varieties of cattle, cows, buffalo, goats, sheep, oxen, etc. The other organizations are National Bureau of Fish Genetic Research, Lucknow, Wildlife Research Institute of India, Dehradun. So they are also having the gene bank of wild and domestic animals. Now, in the in situ conservation, as already discussed, we have the national parks and the sanctuaries. Now, we have different national parks and sanctuaries and biosphere reserves. Now, if we see the area and design and purpose are effectively different in the three. In the national parks, there is habitat of wild animals like rhino, tiger, lion, etc. The size of the range is from varying and the boundaries are marked by legislation. The tourism is allowed and scientific management is lacking. There is no attention paid to the genetic pool conservation. In a sanctuary, The species oriented such as future plant, great Indian bustard, etc. are kept. The boundaries are not sanctioned. There is tourism is allowed and scientific management is lacking. Again, there is no attention paid to genetic pool. But in a biosphere reserve, what the consideration of the entire ecosystem is preserved. The tourism is not allowed. It is scientifically managed, and the gene pool conservation is done. Now we have different national parks, and new are also being made, and we have different animals in those parks. Now we have, like in Rajasthan, we have the Ranthambore and the Ghana. We in Tamil Nadu, in Uttar Pradesh, we have the Corbett National Park and the Dudhwa. In Haryana, there is the Sultanpur Lake. In Jammu and Kashmir, there is Dachi Gam, and so on. There is a complete list you can study from any book. Now, what is a sanctuary? An area where killing, hunting, shooting, and capturing of any animals or animal is prohibited except under the control of department responsible for the management. So, it is also known as Abhayaranya. That means that the sanctuary is not accessible to everyone and it is protected. Now in a biosphere reserve is an undisturbed natural area for scientific study as well as areas in which disturbances are under control. The biosphere reserve has two zones, the core zone and the buffer zone. Now there are two types of buffer zone, and as such we have the biosphere reserves in like the Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, the Kaziranga in Assam, the Thar Desert in Rajasthan, etc. So these are the biosphere reserves. Now several special projects have been also run for conservation, like the Project Tiger, the Gir Lion project, and we have the Himalayan Musk Deer project, the Crocodile Breeding project, the Project Elephant, and so on. I've only given the names. You can refer from books to study further. Now, next we are going to take is what is Red Data Book. Now, Red Data Book is a public document which is created for recording endangered and rare species of plants, animals, fungi, as well as some local subspecies which are present in a particular region. The Red Data Books helps in providing complete information for recording endangered species and rare plants and animals, for research, studies, and for monitoring the programs on rare and endangered species. So this book is mainly created to identify and protect the species which are on the verge of extinction. Now the IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation for Nature, has maintained this Red Data Book. Now the Red Data Book has different color codes. The black color represents species which are confirmed to be extinct. The red represents that are endangered. The amber represents which are vulnerable, and the white represents which are rare. Green is for species which were formerly endangered but have started to recover. And gray is the color that is classified for vulnerable, endangered, or rare, but whose information is incomplete. So this is all about Red Data Book. What is the advantage? It helps to identify all animal, birds, and species. It helps to evaluate the population of a particular species. It helps to evaluate the taxa at global level, and also the risk of taxa becoming globally extinct. It also provides the guidelines for implementing protective measures for endangered species. So students, this is all about red data book. We have in India, we have the following animals in the red data book. That is the Kondana rat, the Kashmir stag, the river dolphin, and the Malabar crane. The peacock, tarantula, the gharial, the toad-skinned frog, and etc. Many more are there. Now, how is red data book important, or what is red data book? These are the questions which can be asked from you. What animals are coming under red data book? Now there is another word, the World Conservation Union. What does it mean? It means that the international non-government organization, World Conservation Union is an international non-governmental organization established in 1948. It is initially named as International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, that is IUCN. Now it is a short form is World Conservation Union, and the headquarters is in Bern in Switzerland, and more than 913 members are present. What is the objective? The objective is to protect the integrity and diversity, to conserve the natural resources and use them for sustainable development basis, to encourage and motivate various countries to fulfill the set targets. So therefore, this is the vital function, and we are now in the World Conservation Union focus. Now we also have the World Conservation Union in Nepal, in other states, countries also. So students, this is all about today's lecture. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please comment in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by digital version 2.0 of JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH-Women's University. Thank you. Namaste.